I'm Nick Honashevsky. For the past 20 years, I've been an editor, writer, and photographer for the top fishing and travel magazines across the globe, traveling to far-off destinations and hometown ports to immerse in local coastal culture that blends humanity with community, passion through sport fishing. It's the underground of this life I explore. Welcome to Saltwater Underground. Along every coastline, from the East Coast to the Gulf Coast to the West Coast, there's a boat ready and willing to hit the saltwater. The party boat scene is always open. Many may think that party boats are just for tourists, but hardcores know some serious fare can be pulled up over the rails, from flounder to sea bass to yellowfin tuna and swordfish. I'm gonna hop on deck in the frigid Jersey wintertime to see what beasties come up. All right, first things first, when we talk about party boat fishing, we're gonna go to the historical epicenter here in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. I'm gonna go meet up with Captain Bob Bogan of the Gambler, and he's gonna tell us a little bit about the history of the whole fishery.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Cap. How's it going, Bob?
Good, welcome aboard.
Yes. Let's go upstairs, let's talk a little bit, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, Captain Bob, so here we are on the 90-foot Gambler, and this is your baby here, huh? You know?
This is it, my home away from home.
Yeah, gosh, I can't believe how many times I've fished on this vessel here, you know?
Yeah, you've been fishing since, what, you were in your teens?
Knee high to you, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
When we talk about party boat fishing, you know, in the Point Pleasant area in Brielle, you know, we got Bogan's Basin over on that side, which bears your name, and then the inlet basin on this side in Point Pleasant. What's the history, basically, of the whole Bogan family and your family in the party boat industry?
Well, if I have it right, my predecessors were from up in Jersey City. They had rowboats. Mm-hmm. And I guess in the early 1900s, maybe like the 1920s or so, they came down here and bought Bogan's Basin over in Brielle. So they were running out of there. And then my grandfather, who originally was also from Jersey City, came down to work for his uncle on the boats, and then got his captain's license, and then started running the boats there in Brielle, and then over where the Dauntless is now. Mm-hmm. And then eventually he did well enough to buy this property here that we're at now. My grandfather started doing it since he was a teenager, so but he worked for his uncle, so I guess you could say I'm fourth generation. Really.
Wow, fourth generation of the Bogans here. Tell me a little bit about the clientele that you see and the patrons that come join the party boat trip.
A lot of camaraderies have been made right on the boat. Like people that never knew each other before would start fishing together, and then they start coming out every week together. Hey, I'll meet you Wednesday. Yeah. And so Bob, Joe, and Stan will be fishing next to each other every day, and they never knew each other before.
Tell us a little bit about the fisheries in the New Jersey area.
Different times of year, there's so many different things we could fish for. You know, we could do a half-day trip, which is geared more for families and just guys that want to relax and hopefully catch a flounder dinner. In September and October, we go offshore to the canyons. Right. We'll run several of them a week, weather permitting. And we're targeting yellowfin tuna, longfin tuna, big eye tuna. We do catch big swordfish sometimes, mahi. So it's really cool. It's like landing on another planet, especially this year with all the whales out there. Yeah. Some of the things that we saw were really crazy. We had whales going underneath the boat, coming up the other side, and sharks, schools of sharks. For some reason, it was like a spectacular year out there. Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, old boats, huh?
Yeah, so this would probably be like 1940s.
Wow.
That was my grandfather's first boat. And that's what a party boat used to look like.
Yeah, I can imagine. Look at all the people, how they pack them on deck like that, right? That was Granddad's. What about this one, the Shamrock?
So this is the boat that he had built in, I think, the early 1950s.
What are these guys going for back then?
Well, they would have been fishing for, depending on the time of year, they'd be fishing for fluke or sea bass or cod. Right. So this is the Gambler that was built, originally built in 1961, called the Viking, and My dad bought this boat in I'd say 67. So this was the first Gambler. And then this is the Gambler that we're on right now. This one was built in 2005 up in Maine.
Well, Bob, I can't thank you enough for showing us around the Gambler and telling us a little bit about the history of party boat fishing here.
Good to see you again, Nick.
Yeah.
Glad you stopped by.
See you on the boat soon, Bobby.
Awesome.
Hey, Butch.
Morning, Nick.
What's the word, bud?
Good. How you doing?
Good seeing you, man.
Good seeing you too.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we're out here today. You know, gonna hit the 85-foot Dauntless and see what we can catch. You know.
Well, come on out, climb aboard. We're gonna catch a few blackfish, a few ling.
The coolest thing is, whenever you're bottom fishing in Point Pleasant, if no one else is sailing, you always know the Dauntless is going to be out. So
We're here every day.
yeah,
Every
7
day
days.
at 7:30.
I love. I always pass. I'm like, but hey, I can't make the boat today, or some days I can. Today we're going to make the boat. So
There you go.
hopefully, see if we can get some fish on the bottom fishing trip here, and I don't know.
Yeah, load your stuff up, climb aboard with the rest of the gang, and enjoy a day.
As you say, right? Be happy, go fishing.
Be happy, go fishing.
And today we're going to fish on the Dauntless, do a little bottom fishing for ling, blackfish, cod, pollock, whatever we can find today. I'm going to meet up with a couple of my old buddies and we'll see if we can
Hey, big dog. What up, babe?
What's up, Trouble?
going on,
Looks like they're already here. Let's get fishing.
Yeah, man. It's
Let's go,
time to go,
man.
yo.
Go
It's
on.
time to go.
Some of that. What's up, Holmes? Yo, Petey.
Oh yeah, the crush is on.
Yo.
Oh man, how we doing,
What's up,
buddy?
Trouble?
Good to
Good
see
you,
you.
man. Let's get fishing.
Do some fishing.
After learning some history of party boat fishing from Captain Bob Bogan, Nick now looks to see just what catches can be found on an offshore winter party boat trip. This episode of Saltwater Underground with Nick Honashevsky is brought to you by @Nick Honashevsky on Instagram, Grundens, Savage Gear, Bubba Blade, Shimano, and Grumpy's Tackle. This episode of Saltwater Underground with Nick Honashevsky is brought to you by @Nick Honashevsky on Instagram, Grundens, Savage Gear, Bubba Blade, Shimano, and Grumpy's Tackle.
Yes, sir.
All right, Captain Steve-O just blew the horn. That means to put the lines down. Time to get baited up. So the general bottom fishing rig we're using is a little 8 to 10 ounce bank sinker. And since there's been a lot of blackfish around lately, so we're gonna attempt to try for them first. Got 3040 octopus hooks using crabs as bait. Usually we can put clams on there if there's a lot of ling or cod, but we're gonna start off for the blackfish rig. Yo, Murph. What's up, brother? What do we expect to see today?
I expect to see a couple blackfish, a few bragals, occasional ling, a couple eels,
Could be anything today,
maybe a
right?
cod.
I think I got a fish here. Unless I got someone else's line, but I felt tap, tap, tap. Let's see what comes up here. Felt the taps of the clam on the clam. I think I definitely got someone else's weight, but we'll find out. It's coming up a little too easy. Oh, look at got a little silver eel there. You can tell the wreck beasties.
That's a pool winner.
Yeah, right now we got the pool winner. These eels can grow up to be like 6-7 foot long. You can see the mouths on there. Those things will literally like crush your finger, and trust me, I've had it done before trying to unhook it without pliers. It's a little pollock, that's so cool.
That's a flying pollock, going back.
Got something, but I don't think it's a fish. It feels like I got a kind of line or something. Maybe a broken snag here. Pulled up some junk. Ah, ocean pout. These things are cool. We're getting to see all the beasties today. Cool looking animal here. I think they're protected now, right? Like they said, you're not supposed to keep any of these. But you can see his whole body all lined up like an eel in the back. And then his mouth, just that big old mouth like that. Pretty cool. Don't they have a spine on here too?
They have a spine, two spines right here.
Yeah.
You barely see them.
You can barely see them on there, but there's two little spines on the end, so you don't want to get whacked by them. But oh yeah, I just felt them there. But you can see how big the mouth is. Cool looking guy. Another beast on the Jersey Rex. So we're gonna
Showtime.
call you now.
Yeah,
Showtime over here.
Bait boy right now. I'm going to make it nice.
Go cut me some clams.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
I'm getting on.
I got
White crab.
Yep. Got a male too, right? White
Yep.
chinner and white spots.
Yeah, here we go. Watch. Turn that off. Wait till the fish in my face.
Hey, Showtime. How come I'm catching all the fish today and you're not really
You're
catching?
getting more camera time. There's a percentage math problem there.
That's probably a tog. Feels very toggy right here. Hit like a cod though, man. Smaller fish though, but he hit good. Maybe a little sea bass, I don't know. Who knows what I'm calling right now. Ah, a little chocolate chipper. I know, Pete, not as big as yours, but
Gotta keep trying, man.
that's it. I can't believe he hit the little grub tail. Normally those things don't really hit the grub tails. Send him right back down into the briny. You actually got
Black, it's black.
you actually got something?
Listen, here's
Look at this guy.
Do I need a
Look at
gas?
this guy. He does got a blackfish. Old Pedro over here, huh?
Nausea is gone from not catching fish, not the season.
So
There
you
we
weren't-
go.
You weren't line swinging a miss, you know?
Not
You've
at
been
all.
Working for that fish all afternoon.
Beautiful. Should I go the anatomy like Dick does?
Yeah, you're the pro. Look at that. Let's get him in the cooler, I guess. Now
Yes,
you're going to be
let's.
eating good.
Hit like a freight train.
Ooh. Get that beautiful mottled color. It's so awesome. Just a cool looking fish, man, once again. Look at that. Oh. Yo, Cap. What's up, Stevie?
What's going on, man?
Good. How you been,
Good.
man?
How you doing?
Hanging in there, man. In general, like when you're out here in the middle of January, what are we catching?
Yeah, late January, we're predominantly trying for blackfish, especially on windy days when we can't get offshore. We have to stay, within 5 miles.
Right,
It's real windy, so it's better to stay inshore. You catch blackfish. Well, it's a tough time of the year. It's cold. Water's cold. We've had quite a few storms that went through this fall.
Yeah.
Shook up the bottom.
Yeah,
shook
we're
up the water.
rocking and rolling
Yeah,
there.
we're rocking from the south swell that just blew 2 days ago, and it's hard to get rid of the south swell. So
Right,
we
right.
still have it here.
We're gonna go get some fish, right?
Yeah, go get them.
G over here, what do you got? Reel that thing in, bud. Galata gets the eel.
I get the eel. Another eel.
Murph gets the tag, Galata gets the eel. You happy about that or what?
I'll take an eel.
He'll take anything right about now. The way Galata's been getting old skunkaroo, so now he's got the eel.
Getting the bottom and an eel. I'll take it.
As all sorts of bottom brawling wreck beasts come over the rails of the Dauntless, Nick's crew now looks to put the biggest fish of the day on the deck.
The people that come on the party boats, it's an eclectic mix of like everybody. Like, who do you see? Like, is there like a certain person that comes on a party boat, or what do you see?
We do get those regular guys that like to come out, and even if we don't get out, we are here at the boat every morning, and they actually come down and have a cup of coffee, say good morning.
See, that's what's great is you build like almost like a family here. When it comes to the head boats and head boats and party boats and everything. It's people want to just come and just be around it because it just brings like solace to people. It gives people something to look forward to. Like you said, even if they're not fishing, they're coming to hang out and have a cup of Joe.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's awesome. But that's what you guys do best on the Dauntless. Make us family.
Exactly. Always.
Gene's got something. Cool about these black sea bass is right now, since it's late January, they're migrating way offshore to like the 80 mile wrecks. I guess we got intercepted this one on his way offshore, probably about 20 miles out now, but these things get to be 5, 6, 7, even 8 pounds. We get a big humpback, they call them knuckleheads, when they get the big humpback. And these fish are beautiful, great eating too.
Delicious. He'll go home.
Yeah.
He hit a clam with a little pink swirly tail teaser. And good fight, good fun to be out here.
Nice work. And look at this too. Look how beautiful his blues are. You can see him real close up. Such a pretty fish. So one of the greatest things about party boat fishing is the type of people that you meet, and you start bringing new friendships and making new bonds. And that's how me and Mikey met, right?
Absolutely.
What were we doing? How did we meet up?
Oh, right here on this corner.
Right.
Corner of this boat here. I was up the rail a little bit, and you and Sean was down here. Y'all had the party going on.
As usual.
And then you yelled up at me because you saw me with my Steeler gear on.
That's right, because we're both Steelers fans.
And then you hollered at me. You said, "Hey, Steeler fan, you catching any fish?" Well, you must have been feeling it that day, right?
I brought the good luck to you at least, right?
Yeah. Because I grabbed my gear and I come down on here and start catching fish immediately.
But it's funny because that's how you meet new people, and we become lifetime friends. We've been friends for 15, 18 years now, I guess, since that trip. It was just one party boat trip, and then you got a best friend for life.
That's right. That's right. Fishing brings people together, though.
You better believe it. That's
does.
why we're here right now.
Absolutely.
Come on, Mikey!
Nice and easy, nice and easy. Nice fish. Nice and steady. Little head up.
fish chewing, the big one they're gonna hit.
Yeah.
Right in the net.
That's my biggest one yet, baby.
That's my dude. Yeah.
Look at that big boy.
Been looking for this one for a
Big old
minute.
chunk of tide right there, man.
Been waiting on him
Look at
for
that.
a long
Got another
time.
one on too. Look at the size of that fish, True Dog.
That's your personal best?
Yes.
Look at that. Beautiful fish. Awesome. True little white chinner right there, man. What a nice fish, Mike.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But how about when he bent that rod sitting down
Oh
like that?
man, he didn't hit real hard.
Really?
He was just tip, and I said, oh, let me get him.
Sometimes, and you can see how hard they fight to bending that rod, doubling over like that. Just an incredible fish, man. Wow. You're going to be eating good tonight, Mikey.
Yes, sir.
That's the dreaded 3 horns on the party boats. That means the day is over, reeling them up and bringing them in, you know?
This episode of Saltwater Underground with Nick Honashevsky is brought to you by @Nick Honashevsky on Instagram, Grundens, Savage Gear, Bubba Blade, Shimano, and Grumpy's Tackle.
We're going to see if Mike wins the pool with this one here. Got to go around the boat, see if there's anything bigger.
Last call for the pool. Go once, go twice. Got it. Got it.
Mikey Drew wins the pool today. You believe
Yeah,
that?
baby.
Woo. This thing was 6.37 pounds, too. Nice work, man.
Yeah, baby.
Woo.
Thank you.
It's a good day out on the party boats when the boys win the pool.
Yes, I'm the back down man. Hey, when the man don't know, blow them girls, they understand. Well, I was real different murder.
All right, after a day on the boat, there is no better thing to eat than going to get Broadway wings. Yo, what's up? Hey, what's up, boys? Woo. All right, good day fishing. Now we gotta go get some wings, man. I'm starving. Let's go, what, 5 dozen, I guess? See what's up? Go for more. All of it higher.
Please save me so, 'cause I am. Yes, I'm the back down man. Hey, when the man don't know, blow them girls, sure understand.
That's the thing, is, you know, there we go. Yes, sir. Woo. Now we're talking. I'll just throw them all right in the middle. That day on the Dauntless was like 2008. I was reeling it up, right? And me and Butchie thought it was a blackfish because the thing comes over the thing and Butchie's up top and he goes, "What is that? Oh, put that, that's gonna win the pool, that blackfish." And he goes, "That's not a blackfish, that's a regal." We looked at it, we're like, "What the heck?" But thing weighed 2 pounds, 9 ounces. IGFA, all tackle world records, and I'll tell you what, there's no more dubious distinction than having the world record garbage fish, is there? Thanks, boys. Hell of a day on the Dauntless, and to many more days on party boats and the big day. Thanks, Cat Pat.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Way to go.
In my career as an outdoor writer, I've always known one thing about party boat fishing. Whenever you step on deck, you're always guaranteed a good time. Party boats are truly the great equalizer, connecting characters from all walks of life united with the same passion for fishing. And that's the American dream, true and true. To simply have the opportunity to get on a boat and go fish.